Parkrun World Tour back on the rails after a 4-week hiatus. Waiting for the 21 down to Gateshead. I'm going to jog over to Central. And then I'm going to get to Maryport at about 10 to 9, which cuts it very fine because it's I think it's about half a mile down to the start. Doesn't give us much time, so I'm going to have to jog down there, so we won't be training until too late. But when I finish, I don't have a train back, so I'm going to set myself a challenge of getting all the way back to Gateshead on public buses, and I don't even know where to start yet, so let's see how that goes. Anyway, here's the 21. Woo! Obviously this is not Maryport, it's not Carlisle, and no, the driver of the train did not take the wrong turn. And now I'm on a different train heading over the Forth Bridge just north of Edinburgh. How the hell did I end up here? Well, let me explain. Yeah, what's happening now is I get to Central Station at 6 o'clock this morning, and my train to Carlisle was cancelled, which is bloody lovely. Thank you very much, Northern Rail. So then altered course, and I'm now in Dunfermline. So I caught the 6:24 to Edinburgh, and then a quick connection over the Forth Bridge. Here I am on my way to Pittencrieff Park to take on Dunfermline Parkrun. Let's see how it goes. Right, so what we've got here is the route map. You start at the green dot, obviously. You run along this first straight. If you want to get a good start, you've got to treat it like you run out of a restaurant without paying the bill. Quick right U-turn down the diagonal all the way to the bottom right corner. Turn left up a bit of a hill. Turn left again, back the way you've just came down. Turn right, and then you go around it right and to the left and around the little square on the right. Back down the big square on the left, around there, and then you repeat that whole process 3 times, back to the checkered flag for the finish. It was a nice route today because it was only just a little light drizzle. It was all tarmac, so it's pretty clean and everything, but apparently when it rains bad, you can get as dirty as Bonnie Blue's bed sheets. This fella here is not actually the first time briefing bloke. This is a bloke called Andy Carnegie, who lived in Dunfermline. Apparently he's quite a bit of a lad, but I reckon he's probably about the same age as the bloke who did the first time briefing anyway. I'm not sure what he's famous for, but the way he stood on there is pretty much the way he would have probably stood in the boozer when he was watching the football on the telly. This is the starting straight right here. You go bumming off down this straight bit of path. So you can see it's nice and wide, which is great. So when you come to the U-turn, just where the gates are, it doesn't get all congested like it does in other park runs, which is absolutely mint. And the thing is, it's this wide all the way around. So when you're fast people coming through, they don't have to shout to get out the way, anything like that. There's no heartache. And now I don't end up getting angry at them, because I don't like to get angry at them, because I've seen every episode of Cobra Kai and I don't want to perform any dance moves on them at Parkrun, you know. Anyway, it just makes it mint. Right, Dunfermline Parkrun. That is a tough one. What I say? Woohoo! Easily one of the best in Britain, that. The paths are like as wide as a road. It's like a single carriageway road all the way around, so there's no congestion. It's got a nice bit of uphill, nice bit of downhill, nice bit of flat. And it's like 3 laps, which I quite like, twists and turns. And that, tough as it is, I actually still enjoyed it. And that's even without pouring 12 pints of beer to me Gregory Peck last night. So that tells you it's a pretty good run. Ooh. Oh, Christ. But I can tell I haven't ran for 4 weeks, because I'm absolutely blowing smoke with me ass. I know. Tell you what I mean, there was a Wetherspoons here this morning when I walked in, but it seems to have gone, which is impressive, because that means in the last 25 minutes I managed to close a business down, shut it up, take everything away and relocate, which I think is quite impressive. Oh no, there it is. Anyway, cannon. Oh, that thing's all over Scotland. Cannons. And there's one on the local high street where I live. You can walk in the place and buy a pint of beer. And again, is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, canny little trip up to Dunfermline to Parkrun. I've got to say, I'm now walking back to the station, which is only about it's less than a 20-minute walk from the park. I can't remember the name of the park, I've got to admit. So I'm just going to say the park. Andrew Carnegie Park. That's not the name of it, but that's the statue in the park. Anyway, nice little trip. Only took like an hour and a half to get here. That's combined with the train from Edinburgh and the one from Newcastle to Edinburgh. So I'd recommend to anybody, if you're going to come here, don't be a lazy bastard and drive your car. Get the train, because it's much better. Plus, if you want, you can pour a beer down your Gregory Peck afterwards. It's lovely, accessible. Train station, less than a 20-minute walk. Easy. Right then, good thing is now I don't have a ticket back, so I've got to improvise my way back to Tooncastle somehow. Anyway, next week I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might go to I'll try Maryport again, unless my train gets cancelled. See what happens. Parkrun World Tour, because I'm now running out of places I can get to on the day. So I kind of not need that to happen next week. Oh, Pittencrieff Park, that's it. Anyway, right, peace out. Parkrun World Tour for this week. Sweet.